pregnancy. Yay! When I saw the assignment on the Paragirl Facebook site, I was super excited because it's actually one of my favorite topics. A little secret, which is not going to be a secret anymore, is I love being pregnant. It's my favorite thing. Hi, how are you? How's it going? So, pregnancy is a very personal journey. It is something that a woman goes through that cannot be described or explained or compared to anybody else. I learned that it is something that you experience, and it's a journey in your life that is like no other. I had 2 pregnancies and they were marvelous. I worked out, I ate healthy, and I actually ended up with gestational diabetes. And what ended up happening was I was able to maintain my blood sugar levels just by diet and exercise. I didn't go on insulin, and in fact, they reduced the amount of times I actually had to check in because I was able to maintain my levels. And so, having that experience was very scary when I first found out that I had gestational diabetes, because diabetes is something that runs in my family. And so, one fact that I learned was if you are pregnant and you get gestational diabetes, you are more likely to get gestational diabetes, and you will get it 10 years earlier than, let's say, a parent who got it. So, for example, my dad is diabetic, and he was diagnosed when he was in his 40s. So basically that would mean in my 30s, I would be diagnosed. So that was a tip that I learned, and it was very stressful and frustrating for me at first because it was a lot of information thrown at you, and they put you in this clinic where they teach you how to eat. And they teach you, and I mean, to me, I was like, well, I already know how to eat. I already know all this stuff. But actually, when you have gestational diabetes, you have to learn how to eat effectively because your baby could be born larger than normal. You could have complications at birth. They could have shoulder dysplasia. They could be wider in the shoulder. And and they could actually have low blood sugar when they're first born. That's why they encourage breastfeeding. So, as much as I loved being pregnant, and it was my favorite time, and if God would bless me with having babies every year, I would do it. That's how much I love it. But it is scary because you learn a lot, and there is a ton of information thrown at you. And what I learned is from my peers and friends and coworkers is everyone has their own unique experience, and you should never give your own personal impression to somebody else, because to them it could be false information. So, for example, when a friend of mine asked about pregnancy, well, it was great for me. Even though I had these struggles, I kind of made my way through it, and I learned and I grew and I went on. And she ended up having the worst pregnancy ever, and she ended up really, really sick. And she said to me, she's like, I don't understand how you could say it was perfect. This is horrible. And I realized that what I should have done was given her a disclaimer that you're going to go through your own journey. Don't compare yourself to mine. And you have to accept it as it comes and trust that you have the best medical team to support you whenever you need it. And so what I learned was you never tell anyone that it's going to be smooth or it's going to be bad. You let them know that it's a personal journey they will have to go through. They will learn a lot about their body. They will learn a lot about health, and that they must accept and trust the medical team that they have. And if they feel uncomfortable with the support team they have, that they need to do research, and they need to make sure that they find a medical professional that they are comfortable with, because anything can happen and everything is in God's hands. It doesn't matter if you have the best doctors, everything is in God's hand, and You need to make sure that whatever it is that you go through, that you take it day by day and learn and grow with it. And although for some it is a magical and it is a beautiful experience, sometimes it isn't. And so we have to count our blessings and know that when you are pregnant, that it is important to stay on top of your health, stay focused. If you're cleared for physical activity, go for it. If you're given a clean bill of health, don't go nuts and eat crap, okay? Just because you don't have, blood pressure problems or sugar problems or anything doesn't mean you have to go ahead to eat an entire bag of Oreo cookies or whatever it is. And cravings don't mean eating crap. So and I teach this in my coaching groups, okay? Because I ran a pregnancy group one time, and I had a really good talk with some great women. And when you have a craving is a sign that your body is telling you you're depleted in a certain nutrient element or a nutrient bracket. So if you crave chocolate, you shouldn't go and stuff your face with chocolate. And don't type in the comments dark chocolate's good for you. I already know that. It could mean that you're deficient in magnesium and that you need to up that. So researching what a craving means before you go and stuff your face with Oreos is very important. So that's my little thing on pregnancy. As you can tell, I love this topic. And thanks, Puri Girls, for putting out a fun topic to talk about. I've completed my assignment. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Melissa, LA Fit Lifestyle Consultant. You can follow my business page at facebook.com.